Hey guys, Derek with D&K Vending here. Tonight we're going to talk about how to get locations and advertise for your vending business. So the best thing to do about this is go easy on it, figure out the best ways to do it. So I have come up with a list of where I have seen the best results for my business. So the biggest one I've seen, the best result would be Google My Business. What this does, it puts your ad on Google. It puts your name out there. What you do is you put your name, phone number, address, website. And the best thing what I have done is I found out that it's better off to have a website attached to your Google My Business listing. So what I did is I built a simple website through Wix, and it cost me, what was it, $115 for the year for the website, and $19.95 a month for, $19.95 a year for the business URL, the website URL. So I paid for that, so it's mine is dnkvending.com. The most simple way is keep it simple with your business name. And then what I did is I also advertised on Facebook Marketplace. So what I did is I put just a simple ad, free vending services for your business. That's all I put on Google. That's all I put on Facebook. Not Google. So that's what I did there. I put a small ad just saying we place vending machines in local businesses. We put a minimum of 25 employees, or you can do whatever you want. Say you're looking to put your machines into laundromats, warehouses, hotels, tire shops, small places like that. You can do even big businesses like, say, manufacturing facilities, hospitals, nursing homes, stuff like that. And that actually, I got quite a few hits on my Facebook Marketplace ad, and I also placed it in a few Facebook groups that were in my area where I wanted to establish my route. So when you're looking for these places, you want to figure out where you want to establish your route from. So what I did is we have a main interstate that comes down our state, and so we got Interstate 93 that goes most of New Hampshire, and then we got Interstate 91 that goes to north to south Vermont. So what I did is I figured out that I want to go this far from my house, my shop I should say. I go an hour and a half south, and then what I do is I go an hour north. So what I try to do is keep all my vending locations within 20 minutes from each interstate. So Interstate 93 is in New Hampshire, and Interstate 91 is in Vermont. So I keep my route 20 minutes or closer to the interstate, so I can make a better time travel. So I mostly interstate travel. So I get off the interstate, hit this one, hit that one, hit this one. And it's actually worked out really well for me. So like I said, I got most of my hits off from Google My Business, and then I got a lot of them off Facebook Marketplace. But I've also put ads on Manta, Merchant Circle. I've done MapQuest, LinkedIn, Foursquare, and then I also did Apple Maps, which is, you can find that through the Apple website. And then I also did, I did the Yellow Pages. So once you do an ad with the Yellow Pages, you can either pay to have them put your ads in, it's almost 100 different places that they can do. But what I did is they told me a few places they did it, and I just went about it the cheap way, and I took it and I used their certain places that they did. So what they did is they gave me Bing. So Bing is a search engine. and then I did the Google My Business. Then I did the Foursquares and MapQuest. There's tons of places out there you can advertise for free, or you can hire somebody to advertise for you, which is not a big deal, but that means just more money out of your pocket. So the best thing you do is when you get ready to start is you want to get your name out there for free is the biggest thing. So free is the best thing to do when you're first starting out. And what I did, and when I first got my first locations, I actually called around to a few places and said, "Hi, this is Derek with D&K Vending." I told them that we offered vending machines in the area and what we offered them, and we actually struck a deal. Most of my leads have come from either me calling places or my Google My Business page and the Facebook Marketplace. So those 3 things I did right there have helped me establish my vending route in my last 3 years of vending. So I've gotten 16 locations as of right now, but originally I had a few here and there. My first year I think I ended up with 6 locations, and then I ended up buying a vending route from AFC Vending. So a lot of you guys probably know AFC Vending. He's been on YouTube for 2 or 3 years now, and he actually got a lot of YouTube subscribers, and he's done a lot of videos. So at some point we will go out on the route, show you different things here and there, and we will cover AFC Vending's route and the way everything happened. I've lost some locations from that. I've gained some other ones. It's just everything comes to a different thing here and there, but I will cover that in my videos as well. But this video is just about finding locations and the best way to do it. So what I did is when I got the Wix website, I just put basic stuff, put pictures of my vending machines, I put my information, how we could help the business, what we did for them, and how their customers and how their employees benefited from everything from us. And that drove a lot of business my way. I've actually gotten, I would say, 6 leads off my website, and about 3 panned out so far. But every lead is a potential where it could turn to location. So what you got to do is you got to get a proposal together and have it ready. So have just a generic proposal where you just update a few things like the business name and how many machines and what do you want to do, where the location is and stuff like that. So what I did is I just put a generic thing together on my my computer, my documents, and all I do is change the name, say to whom it may concern at this business, this is what we offer, this is how we can help your customers or your employees, and different things like that. And then put my information, explain them a little bit about my business in the proposal. It's just certain details, you know. I'm still working on my proposal a little bit to get it fine-tuned. But what I do when I get a location, like, is there anything I can improve on by doing this? Anything I can improve on by approaching you in different ways? Excuse me. And there's just a few things here and there that they said, oh, you can do this a little bit different, you can do that a little bit different. And every time you get one location, you get that much more encouraged to do it more and more and more. And you just, at this point, I don't even go look for locations. I just did all my free advertising, and people call me when they want a location. So typically I get 2 to 6 calls a month as far as people calling looking for vending services, and I talk to them, tell them what I do, take their email, send a proposal, or I go meet with them. It's whatever they prefer. Just when you're doing it, don't be really pushy and like, I need this location now. Just take it slow. Just tell them what you offer and let them ask the questions and make them go through the proper channels. I had a location I was trying to get into, It's a big manufacturing facility, organic eggs, and it took me about a month and a half to go through all of their human resource department to get my insurance stuff all up to them, to see what they wanted for product, to see what kind of machines they wanted and see how many they wanted. So in the end, it did pay off. So as of right now, I got a Wittern 10 select soda machine. I got a 4 wide Crane National snack machine. That's at their plant, and they have a separate farm where they collect the organic eggs from the chickens. And down there is a Wittern Futura combo. So those 3 machines go to that location, and I make really good money at that location every month. I go there. I service the plant once a week, and I service the farm every other week, and I'm very happy with it. It's only about 45 minutes from my shop here, but so what I do is I go up there, service them, and I skip down to the next town below them, and I have 3 or 4 machines in the area there, and then I service them, and then typically I call it a day. So by the time I'm done, I've been out there 3 or 4 hours vending with those 4 locations. But the thing is, I'm still in the process looking for new locations. A lot of people say you have to go out and find locations, go to door, but that's not always the way it is. I feel as though if I call, I get direct management instantly. When I call, I say I want to talk to the owner or manager, and I talk to them instantly. A lot of times, they might get shut down or not, you know. It just, if you get shut down, just wait a month or so, put it on your potential lead list, and then call back and talk to them, or say, hey, you want to set up a meeting? We'll go talk about vending services. Just ask them how their machines are coming along, how they're happy with their services the way they are right now. So the thing is, when you're first starting out, you'll be more apt to get a smaller location than a big location. So the smaller location is less people competing for them, but the big manufacturing facilities and the big plants and all that stuff everybody's trying to get in the nursing homes, there's like 25 people lined up there trying to get into that location. But as far as like tire shops, laundromats, there's like 3 to 5 people that are interested in that place, because it's not as huge of a location. But just because it's not a huge location doesn't mean it's not a good location. So a lot of people are like, oh, I won't go there for any less than $500 a month. You know, every single time people put a dollar sign on it, it feels like, at least it feels like to me, that they're putting too high of an expectation on every location. So and they're like, oh, I wouldn't go there for less than $500 a month. But every area is different. So we live in rural Vermont, and you know, we have machines in Vermont, New Hampshire, and a lot of times the people are like, oh, we wouldn't go there for any less than $500 a month. They have businesses every 10 minutes, every 2 minutes, you know, on the side of the road. They're like massive businesses. Up here, I have to drive to go to every location, and most of my day is spent traveling to locations because they're so spread out, because we're so rural. But in order to make good money at vending in Vermont and New Hampshire, we're really rural, we have to go to the good locations. So that's the way it happens to be, because we're not big. You know, like you go down to Texas and all these other places, in Florida, there's different YouTubers down there talking like, yeah, my minimum location does $1,000 a month and makes all this money. You know, that's really good and everything, but they've been vending for, you know, 8 to 10 years, and they know how to do it, and they've gone from zero, like I'm trying to go all the way up to like 100 machines. You know, it's just, you gotta start somewheres, and that's where this advertising thing comes in, because if you do free advertising, that means everything's free. All it's gonna do is cost you your time. So you can spend like 2 hours a day or whatever, an hour a day, 10 minutes a day, just signing up to different free places online. You know, you go to Google, you type in places to advertise my business for free, and you wouldn't believe the ads that come up. You know, there's Yelp, and there's different yellow pages, white pages. You got, I said, Google My Business, Facebook. There's just tons and tons of stuff out there you can do for free. So it's just, don't get discouraged because you're like, oh man, I've been out here for like a month trying to get locations. I can't get anything. So if you want to just spend time doing a little bit of research here and there and putting your name out there on advertising websites for free, you know, just do this, do a little teeny bit at a time, and it'll snowball into a huge thing. You know, like you have like, by the time you're done, you'll have your business name out on like 25 pages. And when people search for vending services in your area, you will populate. I don't say it's going to be number one by no means, but you will populate. And some people might not be happy with the other services that are offered through other vendors above you on the Google My Business page, but they can still find you, and they're like, well, let's try them. So there's a lot of big companies out there. A lot of big companies trip over these small locations to get the big ones, but you know, the big ones, they're very few far in between. But the little ones, there's a lot of them out there, and you could have like 20 good locations that are doing like $200 to $300 a month that the big guys don't want. But you know, you're doing like 20 locations, and by the end of the month you're making like $6,000. So you're making really good money just by doing this. You're gonna have a little more money invested in machines, but you're still going to have a good amount of income, and you're able to do it on the side still, so you don't have to like be 100% full-time doing vending, and you're like, oh man, I don't have any time to do anything else. You don't have to do that way to make good money in this business. What you do when you first start, you just pretty much take any location you can, and then when you get better, you get new calls for better locations. So you pull the machines out of these locations, you put them in other locations, so you just keep raising the bar, raising the bar, raising the bar. And at some point, you won't be that guy that's eating off the bottom anymore. You'll be in the middle, and then you'll be one of the top dogs sooner or later. And you're like, man, I wish I was like that guy. And you know, at some point, you can be that guy because it's the way it is. You get out of what you put into it. That's the biggest thing. The more time and effort you put into something, the more you'll have in return. So this is Derek with D&K Vending. Please like, subscribe. Hit that bell notification to get our latest videos. I will continue the series on how to start your vending business from zero. I will be doing that, so that'll probably be the next video you guys see out. Thank you. Have a good day.